Alright. So, I guess we shouldn't progress yet until we investigate the village some more. So let's do that. Oh, you know, despite the happy, like, music near the deer skull, we're back to being a little bit creepy. It's a little bit lighter, I guess. It's still creepy. Hey, Scarecrow, what's up? Remember me from the past? You're here again. By the way, does it feel as if you look more familiar to me than before? You must have remembered it wrongly. Right. If you really want to have someone to talk with you, you can go to the wooden bridge at the end of the village. It's pretty much alive over there. Really? Hang on, I won't fall for that. Forget it then. I'd initially thought of carrying you there. No need. I can hop there myself. Okay, he just simply left. Alright. You know, he could have left the entire time, really. He just kind of hung around here just for fun. Anyway. So obviously we need to investigate the store. There's anything else. Alright, let's go. The key I got from inside the snack shop earlier should be able to open this door. There's no need to open the menu when using a key. Walk to the door and just press Z. You know, okay. I don't know if the game had to explain that. I mean, well, in retro games in particular, that would be a thing where you would like have to look through your menu and activate the right key. And it was annoying, but you know, most modern games are like, you know, that you just use it automatically. Anyway, but the key is, or rather the door is unlocked, but the key breaks. Well, hopefully we didn't need to use that key for anything else, I guess. I wonder if that's a plot point, you know, like later on we have to come back here, but we don't have the key again. I don't know. I remember that letter said the evidence is hidden in the box. Let's look around to see if there's such a box. Box. If the place is dark, use your flashlight. Oh. Creepy. Hold on, let me save. Funny how it's the same place, but like it's now creepier for some reason. An open bag of snacks. There are several rotten fish in the bag? I mean, I guess it's just a fish snack, but obviously been, you know, it's been expired, I guess. Fishy smell. Anyone in the corner again eating a watermelon? No? Oh, junk. Tear off the poster? Sure, why not? There's an old cabinet behind the poster, and it's locked. This should be the box that the letter mentioned. Let's look for the key to the cabinet. Oh. A somewhat rotten fish is lying among the broken bottle pieces. Why there's so much fish? I mean, I guess it's just like fish snacks? I don't know. Like, you know, obviously old fish snacks that have rotted. Kihara, this place looks foreboding. I remember Matsuyama's wife killed herself by jumping into the river. Every corner smells of fish. I can hear the sound of water dripping from somewhere. The fish has something in its belly. Even the guts came out. Hey, don't move. Kihara-chan, why are you so skilled at this? I cook at home, so I'm good at preparing this kind of fish. Kihara-chan, you're so capable. But it's so gross. I know. Just stay still. Don't blame me if the blood splashes to your body. Then be careful doing it. I don't know. Inside the fish's stomach. What does it say? There's a line of small characters on the note. Water of abundance enables crops to grow at an incredible rate. I have poured the important object to open the box together with the water of abundance on the thing. That means the key is in some plant? Water of abundance now? Was it magic water? Well, it's in the plant apparently, so we gotta go find it. Assuming it's in the watermelon again. This water grows so quickly because of the water of abundance. Does the water of abundance have such a powerful effect? I don't know. Let's see what's inside the melon first. It reveals scarlet flesh. And a brand new copper key is inside the flesh. Obtain the copper key. I mean, scarlet flesh, isn't that just watermelon? I don't know, it's kind of a weird way to describe it. This should be the key to the cabinet. But how did it get inside a watermelon? The key was probably hidden in the stamen when the flower is blooming, and when the watermelon developed, the key got enclosed in the flesh. It's said that the men in Shikanaki village who were deployed to the front line in times of war loved to use this method to send confidential information. Let's see if this key can open the cabinet. It was just a... I mean, that does look like actual flesh, though. It looks like meat, actually. I don't know. Anyway. But that is an interesting way to hide something, actually. Hiding it in the plant. Like, by putting an object while it's growing. Does that work? I don't know how that works. Such a thing is real or not. Open the box. Shikanaki village's past, the deity and unorthodox rites that nobody would tell. The truth is in front of me, only one door away. I even hope there's more stuff inside. My memories before I was 8 years old, my mother's death, and the reason why my father left Kuromori-town. Also, I got a notification from Windows. Did that play a sound? I think it did. Anyway, before I was with my mother, and the reason why I left town. I take a deep breath to prepare myself for the truth I'm about to face. And it's... What is it? What's wrong? There are a lot of letters inside, but they've already turned moldy and rotted off, and I can't see the words on them. Cheer up. Maybe we could find some clues in Kuromori-town. The truth that is so close to me has disappeared instantly. And the words on the letter, Shikanaki villages, or Shikanaki villages' secrets are hidden in the dark forest once again. Okay, we didn't really see much. Just decayed letters. I mean, can't we go back to the past somehow? You know, come on. Think creatively. Maybe. Somehow go back to the past. Use the same key that you got before. Anyway, oh, it's too late now. The door won't budge. We don't have that key anymore to go back either. Oh well. I guess it was just a red herring. Around here. Is that lady still trying to give a baby? I wonder. Shin. Is your master Matsuyama Maso-san? Yujin Matsuyama Shin. Your master has some friends. You can look for them. Matsuyama's friends. They live near the wooden bridge at the end of the village. You can probably make your way there yourself? Yes, thank you. Oh, we can't talk to the chicken. You know, the chicken wasn't directly communicating to us before. Now it is. Okay, so apparently we're moving everybody to end the bridge somehow. That deer always... Was that always bleeding, by the way? A strange red liquid is oozing from the deer's eyes on the poster. Yeah, was that always bleeding? Wait a minute. Is that strange? As I'm about to leave Shikanaki village, I suddenly hear countless screams of anguish from behind. It's all your fault. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, the area over here, yeah. I was thinking, wait, where's the end of the bridge? I thought it was the other one, actually, to be honest. It was the shrine or whatever. It mentioned like a desolate village. But no, they mean over here, actually. I mean, multiple bridges, I guess. But it makes sense. It makes sense they would just go here. Although you're quirky, you're a nice person. Thank you for your compliment. Matsuyama's friend is nice. Thank you. It seems to be more cheerful now. This tree is thriving more than ever. Great. Amazing. Cool. Also, I see something, a thing over there. An animal over there. I can't reach it though. Alright, I guess it's time to move on. Turns out, when we went back to the village, we didn't really discover much. I was thinking though, maybe it was I don't know, like, again, we can maybe go back to the past and use that key to get those letters, but I guess that's not really a thing. We can't really go back, seems like. I know it's posted on the signboard. Nakimura will be demolished by the end of the next year to build the reservoir. Residents are asked to keep away. August 1997, Kuromori-chō Safety Committee. Game. Okay, let's move on. Go towards our destination. Apparently this is blocked off. No entry. Oh? Are we here already? I mean, this is a very modern place. A modern looking place, anyway. We're finally out of that rural, village. Some posters of religious groups are posted on the telephone pole. The end is coming. Join us. The door to happiness. Thus, the gashapon machines. I know what gashapon machines are. I know what gacha is. Filled with colorful capsule toys inside. No entry. Why is it so creepy? It's just a nice town, but it's like so creepy for some reason. Creepy music. Can you go inside the Kobini? The convenience store. A notice mentions the place is up for sublease. Oh, not open. Door is shut. Why the lights are on? Everything is not open really. I'm not old enough to drink. Apparently we don't go in there. Wine bottles are waiting to be recycled. This is based on wine. Look at the trash. Finally ended up in town, but not much here. It's too dark ahead. Use your flashlight? No. Why is it so creepy? Why is the music so creepy? Door shut. A cat sign for some reason. Funeo Amushoten. The Great Passage Bookshop. Business hours 10 to 19 o'clock. Apparently. Hot manga series. Geo. Oh. I don't know. I don't know if that's a reference to JoJo. Is that JoJo? Is that a JoJo reference? This should be the apartment Tamasaki-san mentioned. Yeah, this seems like the town. I mean, again, much more modern. I don't know if there's people around, but again, why is it so why is the music like droning? Like as if there's a monster gonna kill me pretty soon or something. And there's a little animation, by the way, if you stand on the bench. Just take a break, real quick. Fox's dwelling key, satchel, and white feather. A notice on the upcoming demolition works in the Shikanaki village. Shikinakimura will be demolished by the end of the next year. Our residents are asked to keep away. August 1997. Yeah, so that's probably why everyone moved out of the village at this point. There's like a nice town right here, so that's why everyone left, I imagine. The mailbox is full of flyers and dusty letters. A few of the letters addressed to me. These letters are from Tamasaki-san. What do these letters say? Tamasaki-san says she's doing well in Tokyo, and she's even inviting us to go there and enjoy ourselves. And she will take care of our accommodation. It'd be great if we could claim the costs for the trip. You've already published 2 books. Probably earned a lot of money, right? Yada-chan, please don't talk about such a serious matter. I wasted all my money on gacha games. I have no money. No, There's a keyhole in the mailbox, and it fits the key Tamasaki-san gave us. Perhaps that dwelling Tamasaki-san mentioned is referring to this mailbox. Oh, okay. The house itself wasn't the other apartments, it was like in here apparently. This is the dwelling Tamasaki-san mentioned. It's actually be, or turns out, yeah, where, I don't know, I feel the translation is weird, like it actually be in such a small mailbox. This is the dwelling Tamasaki-san mentioned, to be like or to be in a place of, I don't know, anyway, I don't know how to translate this. Turns out, you know, it's a small mailbox, or like it's inside a small mailbox. I heard some yokai like to live in a dimension where humans live, but they're also afraid to bump into human beings. So they often set up magical barriers in nondescript places in the human world, like gaps between tables and walls, paintings, and inside closets. Those dimensions may look small, but in fact they are entirely different worlds altogether. I see. There's a stove here. I finally found a place to write my manuscript. And we don't have to pay rent either, you know, how convenient. Can you change to a human at any time? Well, I am weak and it isn't convenient for me to move around. It's a bit easier for me if I do things as a pigeon. So says, you know, the notebook. Why? I have a question. We first met each other when I used Nensha while realizing, and returned to the year 1995. Perhaps you're already at the train station 3 years ago? Kihara, the person you're seeing now is also the person you saw at that time. I've always been in the same time and space as you. We've had the same curse and fate, and Nensha enables our fates to intertwine. You mean, Nensha has something to do with the curse? Probably. Anyway, we'll get all our answers when we arrive at Kuromori Town Theater and remove the curse. It's that easy. I'm not available for small talk now. I have to write the manuscript now. No, do what you need to do. I will look around first. Also, who is she? You know, I'm not entirely sure who she is. Like, yeah, she can like transform into a pigeon at any time and everything, so I don't think she's actually human and everything, but she's also a writer? I don't know. Anyway. Kihara-chan, good job all this while. Now please, get some well-deserved rest. I've sorted out the rules of Nensha in the notebook, so if you have any questions about Nensha, you may refer to it. Obtain the rules of Nensha. Rule number 1. Nensha can read or store memories in electrical appliances, and users can freely travel through these memories. Number 2. The appliances to be used for Nensha need to work normally. Number 3. Nensha can also be used on other electrical appliances that are working normally in the same area. Number 4. The will of the user will determine the activation and effectiveness of Nensha. Under dangerous conditions, Nensha will activate by itself. Number 5. Electrical appliance supplied by Nensha will be moved due to traveling back in time. Number 6. Changes applied by Nensha in the past will also affect the present situation. Number 7. Nensha users can bring others into Nensha space. Number 8. The number of people in the time span will affect Nensha's effectiveness. Number 9, I think. If the I hate Roman numerals. No, number 7, 8, yeah, 9. If the process of activating Nensha is interrupted, it will have unforeseen consequences. Wait a minute. What? We haven't seen that before. And number 10. Nensha is incapable of changing death as a fact. I wonder why that's, you know, in bold. You can open the menu and read the rules. Always giving off a blue flame. There's even like food here, by the way. It's just prepared food here, conveniently. And technically, it's been a few years, right, or something like that. I can't remember how long it's been. The beginning of the game, the prologue, mentioned what the year was. 1998, I want to say. So it's been a few years ever since the fox girl, went to become a teacher and whatnot. So that's why she's been sending letters. Hey, we haven't been responding to her, for a few years. A new gaming console. Everything's so furnished and new. Collection of music albums from the band Little Lover. Kagami Mochi. Don't go too far if you want to go out. Obviously there's that icon, but I want to read some more flavor text. Counted for February 1996. It's not winter yet. But the inside of this house feels as cold as winter. Is it because time in this room has stopped at February 1996? Maybe. There are several mystery novels in the nightstand. Tamasaki-sen also likes Kobayashi-sen sensei's work. I seem to have seen that place outside the window in the Fox Forest before. Is this dimension connected to the Fox Forest? Go to sleep. Play video games. Well, how will we play video games? No? Guess not. Column in Kuromori Daily feature on Kuromori-chō gas incident. On April 20th, dozens of people were killed in a gas attack on the Tokyo subway. After an investigation, police have confirmed that the religious group Shinriten Goku is behind the attack. On October 9th, there was a gas attack on Kuromori-chō train number 135. According to a survivor, 2 Shinriten Goku members used canisters which contained a specially made toxic gas on the moving train in succession, and both members died while 5 passengers and the train attendant were killed. On October 11th, a poison gas attack took place at Kuromori-chō Gekujo. It was raining, and a member of Shinriten Goku discharged the poisonous gas from the rooftop of the theater. The gas had mixed with the rain and scattered on the passersby below, leading to 4 deaths and dozens of serious injuries. Police revealed that the 2 gas incidents were planned and carried out by the fanatical followers of Shinriten Goku. At present, the police have arrested most of its members, and some are still at large. In order to prevent further gas attacks, the police have stepped up patrols and asked residents collect their safety manual on hazardous gas in a timely manner, and notify police immediately if they see any suspicious person. Sociologists point out that Shinriten Goku's activities have become more commonplace in Kuromori-chō, and is so closely associated with the decline of Kuromori-chō. After the economic crisis, the government in Kuromori-chō has never been able to come up with a sound and effective revitalization plan, and the unemployment rate remains high, while all kinds of criminal activities continue to persist. Recently, a lot of people from the victims' families and the populace have come to the town's government office to lodge their protests on their own initiative. We will continue to bring further updates to this story, November 1995. Okay. Some more news about what's going on in the background, in the town and whatnot, and the gas attacks. I only remember one gas attack. Were there multiple gas attacks? I don't know. I can look at I have the power of the internet, by the way. Yeah, because that was a thing in real life. The Tokyo subway sarin attack, apparently, is what it's called. Yeah, it was committed by the movement Om Shinrikyo or something like that. I guess the name is slightly different, maybe. I think it only happened once, though, right? It didn't happen multiple times, as far as I know. I don't know. But anyway, definitely, yeah, very scary cult. Don't join cults, kids. By the way, don't do it. You know, they just pretend to be like your family and whatnot. They do that, right, to like vulnerable populations. It's a common thing. It's a common theme, I feel like, in Japan. You know, but and also, I mean, in other countries as well. But I always see it in like as a trope, you know, in a lot of stories. Anyway, in Japan, they always try to like indoctrinate you and whatnot. I mean, I guess that'll be Scientology, you know, in North America. But anyway, you know, they try to like, you know, get your good side. You know, they think, hey, you know, you can join us or whatever, and we'll be your family and everything. You know, this place is it's like a family here. Then once you try to like, you know, criticize what the cult is doing, then that's when they kidnap you and like, you know, waterboard you or something. I don't know. Anyway, a notice with blurred words written on it. Recently, there are numerous instances of people missing Kuromori-chō. Residents and tourists are asked to stay away from deserted alleyways. Deserted alleyways, eh? Also, cat? Neko? It's the black cat I met at Shikanaki Station. More like a gray cat. Ah, we meet again, yeah. Hello there. You can understand what I'm saying. Yes, because of reasons that are hard to explain. By the way, you seemed like you wanted to tell me something when we first met. I'd like to offer you a few drinks, because I haven't seen a Kuromori-chan as cute as you for a long time. I'm sorry, I couldn't understand your language at that time, and I'm not old enough to drink any alcohol yet. Young girls nowadays are so boring, yeah. Why does it feel a bit frivolous? Did you come to Kuromori Town to sightsee, yeah? I'm going to see, I'm going to Kuromori-chō Gekujo. Why going there, yeah? Because of various reasons, I need to go there. For whatever reason, that place is very dangerous, yeah. There's a lane of weeping rain in front of Kuromori-chō Gekujo. Once it rains, the rainwater becomes very toxic. You'll be corroded if you go there now, yeah. Weeping rain. There was a gas attack near Kuromori-chō Gekujo 3 years ago. I remember it was raining at that time. A madman from some religious group ran to the roof of the theater and to discharge the poison gas, and then the gas mixed with the rain to fall on passerbys below. A lot of people died in that attack, and the scene at the time was frightening, yeah. Although the poisonous gas was cleaned up later, the vengeful ghosts of those innocent victims who died tragically continue to hang around near the theater and make that wailing sound when they were killed by the gas. That strong anguish together with the wailing has become highly corrosive weeping rain. It's useless even if you take an umbrella, yeah. You know, even if you put on like a raincoat, it wouldn't work, I guess. So you absolutely mustn't go there until the rain stops, yeah. There's no other way to go to the theater. If you insist, yeah. The owner of Forest Cat Cafe probably knows a way to avoid being corroded by the weeping rain. Forest Cat Cafe? The owner is a very capable one. He would definitely know a way, yeah. You know where that cafe is? It's at the end of that lane. I understand. Thank you very much. Oh, Mosumi-chan, are you sure you don't want to have a drink with me? Sorry. It's fine. You look like you have something important to do. I won't force you in that case. Thank you. There are a few cute young girls in this town, yeah, but the waitress at Forest Cat Cafe is very cute. Unfortunately, that girl's even colder than you. It's not as if she would lose a piece of her flesh if you smiled, yeah. Okay. Why is this cat like a playboy? Let's go again. Okay. Is that the right term, by the way, playboy? Well, when I think of playboy, I think of, I guess, that old magazine, you know, that's always mentioned in like old TV shows. You know, like the magazine that everyone, I mean, again, in older shows, you know, it would be like the porn magazine. I don't know if it's porn or not, actually. I have no idea. I think Playboy is not porn, actually. It's just naked girls or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, actually. I wasn't from that generation. You know, these days, you find anything you want on the internet. Anyway, recently there are numerous instances of people missing Kuromori-chō. Resident tourists are asked to stay away from deserted alleyways. Okay, I already read that. Actually. I thought I'll double check though. Is there anything else to look at? I was wondering if I can find that. Oh, can't go there. I was wondering if you can find that Kuromori-chō, whatever, Gekujo, and like see the corroding rain instead. But I guess the cat's blocking the way, so never mind. I guess I have to go by myself. Go this way. There's suddenly just a forest. Huh, okay. Cat Cafe. Amazing. Chapter 2. The Traveling Cat. Okay. I feel like this character is an auto character, but anyway. We haven't had a customer for a long time. Welcome to Forest Cat Cafe. Excuse me, are you the boss here? I am the waitress. The boss is inside. Isn't opening hours right now? Business has been very slow lately, so we have been quite idle. We hope you can support our humble establishment if possible. Okay. By the way, does this place have a magical barrier? Yes, ma'am. You're very knowledgeable. After all, the economy is bad right now, so we have to set up a barrier to save on costs. Is that how it works? You say barrier it's more like a pocket dimension, you know? Again, these yōkai, these crazy yōkai, they can just like cheat. You know? Housing costs these days are so high, and yet yōkai can simply make pocket dimensions. How is that fair? We need to tax the yōkai. Tax the yōkai! Damn it. No, Ginger Cat. Yo, you're the girl from the foreign place, and your fate seems to be taking a heavy toll on you. Sorry, Nia, I didn't mean to peep into your destiny, but I just can't control this pair of spider witch's eyes which can see the future. Lol. Spider witch's eyes? Has this seen too many strange movies? The others don't believe I can predict the future. I think you should travel everywhere to save those trapped by the chains of fate. I don't know why I'm giving this a goofy voice. Are you Komatsu Nanako-san? Komatsu Nanako? I think it's that artist who's very popular in recent years. Nanako-san, I like your new movie Midnight Ring very much, nya. Well, I'm not Nanako. My name is Kihara Kashin. Oh, you look alike, nya. And are you a fan of Nanako? Indeed, I've watched a few of Nanako's movies. Wow, I'm so happy, nya. Okay. Nanako is superb. Special offer for a limited time today. Caramel macchiato? I can say that word. Macchiato and blueberry mochi ice cream. Bonsai. Well-maintained bonsai. Compared to the not, well-maintained bonsai in the village. Our cafe specialty is pine nut pudding with caramel cappuccino. Please try it. Okay, here's a cat girl. Welcome to the Forest Cat Cafe. What can I get for you? Excuse me, are you the boss of Forest Cat Cafe? I'm the waitress this place. That's what the person in the door said to you, right? Yes. Sorry, she's the boss of this place. Okay, oh, it's tricking us. She said that she was the waitress, but turns out she's the waitress, and anyway, it's confusing. That idiot would always pull some silly pranks because she has too much free time on her hands. Why do you need to see her? I have a question. Yeah! Apparently. What? What happened? I just dozed off for a while and my two kittens disappeared. They should come back when they're hungry. You're right, but I'm not with them. They would definitely be scared. With all due respect, they seemed rather happy when you were away. Why? They complained a couple of days ago that you had added strange things to their food. That's the cake I was experimenting with that new flavor. But you can't use the products of your failed experiments to feed them either. They aren't poisonous, and it's wasteful to throw them away. Forget it. If you're worried, go and find them. I'll look after the cafe. Would I bump into some weird stranger? I'm not too good at dealing with strangers. If you don't mind, I can help you find your cats. Really? The cat in my home also wandered off quite a number of times. I had to find it and bring it back all the time. And I really need to trouble you. By the way, I don't know your name yet. My name is Kihara Kashin. Kihara? Nice name. My name is Kinoshita Kinoshita Sakurako, I guess. This girl over there who looks super serious is Aizawa Makoto. Sorry about that, Kihara-san. My stupid boss has given you so much trouble. Eh? How can you say that about others? Sakurako-san, in this month alone, you've already spilled coffee in customers twice, spoiled the oven 3 times, broken 5 plates, and now you still lose your cats. Eh? Did I do all those? Please be focused when you work. By the way, Sakurako-san, Do you know anything about the Lane of the Weeping Rain? Kihara-san, you plan to go to the Lane of Weeping Rain? Yes. It's said that the Lane of Weeping Rain has a highly corrosive rain. I've heard that the owner of Forest Cat Cafe knows how to avoid weeping rain. I see. When you get my kittens back, I'll tell you how to get across the Lane of Weeping Rain. We gotta do a quest first before we can get the next plot line, I guess. Okay then, I'll set off now. Just a minute, Kihara-san. Please come with me to a place. Kihara-san, you'll probably notice this kind of signpost during your travels. Yes, I've seen it before in Shiganaki Village. Well, you see, this is a fast travel point, I'm assuming. Yeah. In fact, this signpost serves as the transport hub for Ghost Train. Ghost Train. Ghost Train? It is said that during the Meiji period, trains were introduced into Japan. In order to build the railways, people destroyed large tracts of forests and grasslands, and many animals died as a result. Since then, people who lived near the railways would often hear the mysterious sound of trains. Even the trains that ran normally at night would encounter those mysterious trains head-on. In fact, they're caused by the restless spirits of those dead animals. But after a long time, the restless spirits' anguish wore out, and they remained on this land permanently by manifesting themselves as trains. They became trains, apparently. What? Hence, a large number of trains have formed a special transport network, and then we use this to our advantage. And the signpost is the hub for the transport network. Simply put, the signpost can transport you to other places with that signpost. I see. Those kids can't get through the barrier I've set up, so they have probably run to other places with this signpost. Does that mean I can find them through the signpost? Right, but I'm still not sure which signpost they have gone, so I need to trouble you to find them one by one. This pass is for you. You can use this pass to activate the transport function, so it'll be easier for you to return to Kuromori Town. Although this pass is for single use, you can use the transport function permanently once it's activated. I got the Ghost Train Pass. Sakurako-san, thank you. I should thank you. In fact, I'm not that good at dealing with people. I don't really like to go to crowded places. So I'll have to trouble you to help me get my cats back. Alright, there are two kittens that ran away. One of them is a white cat, the other is a ginger cat. You can ask Aizawa for information on these two kittens. It is easy for you to find them if you know their habits. Cat quests. With the signpost, it's much easier to travel back and forth between Kuromori Town and Shiganaki Village. You look around. Is this My Neighbor Totoro, by the way? Yeah, it was a reference, by the way. You know, that movie poster that mentioned Tonari Tetoro? It is My Neighbor, Totoro. Maneki Neko shaped like Tetoro. Why does it feel different from the Tetoro in my memories? That looks so creepy. I think Sakurako-san bought it around the time when Tonari no Tetoro was screened. She bought it at Kuromori-chō Gekkojo. Sakurako-san said it was a limited edition item and is worth a lot of money. However, it looks like a fake item to me. Okay. Look around some more. Rich and mellow caramel macchiato with fresh blueberry mochi ice cream to go along with it. This afternoon set meal for the summer in Forest Cat Cafe is definitely not to be missed. Nya. The box has the words coffee residue. Please feel free to take it. Is that like a thing? These are leftover coffee residue from this establishment, so if you need any, please feel free to take them anytime. Coffee residue can dehumidify and deodorize a place, and can also be used as fertilizer for plants. We scatter the coffee residue on the grass and potted plants outside the cafe. By doing so, not only have we saved money, but also done our part for the environment. I see. What is that? I didn't know you could do that. Only staff are allowed inside, yeah. An old coffee machine with a faint scent of coffee. You go in here. Private quarters. Come on, can I snoop around? No. Kihara-san, sorry to trouble you. If I didn't have to look after the cafe, I would have searched for the cats myself. I heard Sakurako-san said the business isn't good lately. Sorry, this is Sakurako-san's usual method to attract customers. To put it simply, she would claim the business in cafe is slow to get sympathy from others. A lot of customers have been deceived like you. Okay, she just lies all the time. What the heck? She's a compulsive liar. Although very few humans will come here, the yōkai who live nearby are regulars, so our business isn't that bleak. That idiot can't do a good job, but would always come up with many strange menu offerings. By the way, I'd like to know something about those two cats. Your information might help me find them. What would you like to know about those two cats? About the white cat? A white cat is called Rin-chan. It loves horror films and is a crazy fan of Komatsu Nanako. Rin-chan likes to collect everything about Komatsu Nanako, like posters, photo albums, and such. If you find Rin-chan, try to pretend that you like Komatsu Nanako. Okay. What about the ginger cat? The ginger cat is called Mochi-chan, and it likes movies on magic, yōkai, and samurai and such. It's probably watched a lot of this kind of movies, so it's always harbored fantasies of having magical powers. Oh yes, it's a chunibyo. Some time ago, it said it had found some strange skull in Shikinaki village. Maybe it went there. I get it. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I hope this information is helpful to you. When you finish your task, you're welcome to come back here for coffee and snacks. Okay. Ding. Kihara-san is as reliable as Aisoba-san. Alright, save the game. I guess we can travel. The ghost train. Do you want to activate the ghost train? Has been activated. Okay. These travel points have been joined. To where? Let's just go back to the town for now. I actually want to talk to the pigeon. You know, pigeon girl? Real quick to see if she wants to... Oh, something over here already. These are cat footprints. The footprints head off in different directions. If I investigate, I might track down the kitten. Okay. Well, we ended up doing this first. I actually want to go back home to see if she says anything. But oh well. Let's go to the right. The footprints to the right have some wet mud, and they seem to have the smell of rotting aquatic vegetation. The footprints lead downwards have some dirt, and they have a faint coffee smell. Interesting. Okay, so it was remember the other cat, the black cat or whatever? I imagine, yeah, the one downwards is the one that we should follow if we're going to do the main thing, you know, because they're the one that's from the cafe. Real quick, can I go back? Whoop. Hey, what's up? She'll catch a cold by sleeping like this. Okay. No, I don't know. It's just cute. Okay. Okay, well, I guess, you know, she's taking a nap. We'll just do the whole cat thing ourselves. Also, hi, what's up? Meow. It isn't either of the two cats from the coffee house. Yeah, so that's oh, okay. So it isn't the black cat, you know. I thought it was the black cat because the black cat was here before, right? But I guess not. It's just some random, you know, some other random cat. Alright, so I imagine they'll be over here, right? Poster Midnight Ring. Yeah, this is where I assume the ginger cat would be. I remember Komatsu Nanako as a leading role in that horror movie. But was there a white cat in this poster before? And it looked like I lost one. Excuse me. Komatsu Nanako is fantastic! Wow, it is Nanako's poster, and I like her so very much. It's you now. You're really inside. How'd you get inside the poster? I'm a cat spirit, so it's easy for me. Okay, even the cats are yokai. Everyone's a yokai, by the way. By the way, you mustn't tell Mochi-chan, otherwise he'll definitely keep pestering me to teach them how to get in the poster, yeah. Sakurako-chan is quite worried about you. Please go back quickly. It's so boring to go back, Nya. I have to watch humans indulges every day when they say nya 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 as if we were idiots, but we can't understand what they're trying to say when they say nya 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 and such. By the way, if you help me tear this poster off, I'll go back, nya. I've collected all the posters of Nadeko except this hand-painted limited edition poster, nya. But my claws are so sharp, I will definitely tear the poster, nya. Okay, but you have to promise me that you'll go back. No problem, nya. Simply steal. We simply rob this store. I don't know, I'm assuming this town is still, still has people in it, you know? I mean, there's the economic crisis and whatnot, but I don't think it's as dead as the village, as far as I know anyway. The lights are still on, so we just simply steal this poster? Can we just do that? I mean, I guess it's just a poster, you know, it's nothing important, I guess. But, I don't know. Oh, I got one cat. One cat acquired. Rin-chan's back. Kihara-san is so reliable. But I wonder where stole that poster. I hope we won't trouble with others too much. Oh, here's the cat. I was wondering where the cat was. Right here. I will quietly recite Komatsu Nadeko is the best every morning when I wake up. Nadeko Psycho. Okay. Alright, so let's see. I guess we can go back here. Eee. I mean, yeah, they mentioned a skull. I mean, we just passed the skull, very recently in the story, so the ginger cat would just be here. This strange skull is blooming in flowers, nya. Yes, well, Sakurako-san is worried about you. You should go back soon. Y'all don't believe I have magical powers. I don't want to go back, nya. Actually, you might not believe me either. I also have magical powers. Really, nya? The animals nearby all know about me. You can ask them if you don't believe me. If you go back to the coffee house, I can show you. I'll ask the animals first, nya. Oh, I'm playing as the cat. Okay. Excuse me, do you know that little girl? That Ojo-san? Of course I know her. Is she amazing? You can get to the right person. I know everything that happened around here. 2 years ago, if my memory serves me right, I saw hundreds of foxbears chasing this Ojo-san and trying to kill her. Those foxbears have the word murder written all over their faces. They could knock a kid like you flat one smack on the palm. This Ojo-san could actually knock all those foxbears flat on the ground without breaking a sweat. You just beat them all up, I guess. Isn't that scary? So don't mess with her. Okay. Just incredibly just wild lies. Everything I have told you is true. 100%. Matsuyama's friend is nice and amazing. Okay, chicken says nothing. Who else? You go in here? Hang on there. That's deer, I guess. Excuse me, do you know that human girl? You mean Kihara-sama? Of course I know her. Does she really have magical powers? Of course, Kihara-sama could do things humans couldn't. Look at all these blooming flowers. It's all thanks to Kihara-sama's help. Amazing. You go over here? Nah. Now do you believe me? Kihara-sensei, I apologize for being rude earlier now. Sensei. Kihara-sensei, please teach me how to use your magical powers. I can teach you, but before that you must go back to the coffee house. Okay, Kihara-sensei. You know, kind of also lying to the cat, you know? Because we can't really simply teach these powers. I don't know if that's how it works. Kihara-san, Rin-chan and Mochi-chan have already returned. Words can't express how grateful I am to you. I also like cats very much, so I can understand how much you must have felt when the cats were lost. By the way, you must be tired after all that traveling. Please help yourself to our coffee house's special coffees and cakes. It'll be my treat, so please help yourself. Alright. Like most cafes, We'll also prepare mocha for our valued guests. Or mocha, rather, mocha. Kihara-san, you have helped us a lot. If we don't treat you well, this cafe will be too unwelcoming. Sorry for imposing on you. It isn't exactly polite to ask about the guest's affairs, but excuse me for asking this. Why would you want to go to the lane of weeping rain? In fact, I came to Kuromori town because of some inexplicable power, or should I say I got trapped here. And I heard there's a way to help me leave this place in Kuromori-chō Gekucho. Kihara-san, excuse me for saying this. Kuromori-chō Gekucho isn't safe. You shouldn't... Aizawa, you shouldn't interfere with guests' wishes. Sorry. Coffee is ready. Kihara-san, please enjoy. Let me serve you, Kihara-san. Aizawa, thank you. Kihara-san, the coffee is hot. Please drink it slowly. I gulp it down in one sip. Now, for a moment, Aizawa-san seems to have a cast a weird glance at me. Wait a minute. When I'm about to raise the cup, I notice there's a note at the bottom of the cup. It says, "Don't drink the coffee." What's wrong, Kihara-san? Is the coffee not to your liking? No, not at all. Then don't delay. Try it quickly. This coffee really tastes very good. Kihara-san, drink this cup of coffee and all your problems will be solved. Don't worry, the coffee isn't poisoned. Nani? Kihara-san, where are you going? This power is... the power of the ghost train? Maybe? I don't know. We ended up... yeah, back in the train? What's going on? What? Turns out she's evil? What's going on? Also, Aizawa-san? Aizawa seemed to actually be on our side, actually. She put like a message, I think. Tell us not to drink the coffee. It's like if you drink the coffee, like maybe like something happens, like a curse or something. Like maybe you turn to a cat. I don't know. I'm not sure. And she was actually trying to save us in a way, maybe. I don't know. Where am I? I'm in the carriage where the gas attack happened 3 years ago. I can smell something acrid, and my vision is getting blurry. And the familiar voice is yelling from the right side of the train. Get out of the carriage, hurry! That's the one. Oh. Kiritani-san, why are you here? Told you, Nensha links our fates together. Also, you can speak, by the way? You know, in your human form anyway? You can speak now? Yeah, probably because the train has left Kuromori town and the curse on me is somehow weaker. Is that how it works? But it's only temporary. I still can't tell you some things that I know. Although we finally left Kuromori town, we have to go back to break the curse. By the way, Kihara-chan, why'd you come here by invoking Nensha? Well, it's a long story. Okay, so that's what happened. So as the cafe owner was about to, I don't know, drop kick us or something, you know, force us to drink the coffee, I guess we activated our powers somehow. What did we activate it on, though? Don't we need to activate an electrical appliance of some sort? I didn't see if we were like close to anything in particular, but I guess there would be like some device we could use, I guess, in there. We somehow ended up here, though, in the actual train, you know, that was attacked by the gas attack, you know? Anyway, maybe I missed something. Kihara-chan, you would just trust other people that easily once again? Sorry, I just want to get out of here as soon as possible. Forget it. Let's activate Nensha and return to Kuromori town first. The feather stopped glowing. The notebook didn't mention this, but if you're interrupted while activating Nensha, or you brought too many people with you through Nensha, they might lead to fluctuations. No, we have no choice but to wait until the feather regains its power. Before that, let's find a safe place to rest. Sorry. Don't sweat it. At least you're safe and sound. Then I better go back to the pigeon form as before. Please bring me along with you, Kira-chan. Kira-chan's pocket's like a heater. Once I go inside, I won't come out again. Joins team as a pigeon again. Because the developer doesn't want to bother with having like an NPC like party member following you every single time, I guess, maybe. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, a lot of RPGs, even if a character joins your party, they don't even appear in the overworld anyway. Well, anyway, I don't know. Door control switch. Door handle appears to have been warped by some great external force and stained with dried blood. Well, but yeah, I guess she tried using her powers, I guess, in Densha, and then I guess it got interrupted, and that's why we're here. It didn't mention, if somehow your powers are interrupted, whatever, it could cause some, unexpected effects. A device that indicates the ventilation conditions in the carriage, and there's some indecipherable numbers on the device. Inside this door. What is this? Yamada Takeshi. This should be the toilet Matsuyama-san mentioned. I'm gonna watch the door while you search around for it. Nishimura Seiko. Okay. Alright. Oh, I ended up doing this savings. I ended up saving on slot number 1 actually, because it rotated, but whatever. We'll find that thing first. Any items? Okay, well, it's the same items we have on our actual character, but... A strange red liquid is flowing from the toilet. Rope around? Ew. It's a bit dirty. A mysterious package covered red liquids in the tank. I got the mysterious package. It's a bit dirty, I should wash it. I've washed it. The parcel contains 2 metallic canisters. Obtain metallic canisters. It's funny how she was worried about washing the objects, even though I'm pretty sure they're the culprits, of the gas attack. They're gonna kill everyone and themselves anyways. It doesn't matter. Who cares about hygiene at this point? But this one's yours. You know what to do? I'll repeat. Step into the carriage. Open this canister when the time is right. Simple as that. Will it be painful? It's only through enduring pain for a short while that the Father of Truth will bestow eternal happiness. There's no doubt about it. No more stupid questions. Sorry. Damn it. I can't find Matsuyama-san's keys. Were they left in the toilet? We'll go back and check. If it got found by others, Matsuyama-san's identity will be revealed. Okay, interesting. So those are memories about those 2, I guess. Maybe from the train. I guess, the way it works is that Densha, it's based on the memories of the object, not just people. A bunch of keys are hanging from the rope. Matsuyama's name is written on the keys. I got keys. Great. Amazing. Tap is gone rusty, reddish brown water is dripping from it. And a dusty toilet. Also, a dark forest. It's funny how, again, the title of the game is Tales of the Black Forest, but you never actually see the forest. At least not yet. We just see it mentioned multiple times. A device that indicates the ventilation conditions in the carriage. There's some indecipherable words. I didn't read that. Did I read that before? I can't remember. It's locked. I should be able to open the door with the keys I picked up just now. Door's open.